The one and only Lynn Hewlett joins us right now. He is the proprietor and once upon a time chief cook. I'm not sure he's the chief cook anymore.
Not anymore.
At Taylor Grocery. World-famous catfish. It is the best that I've ever put in my mouth, and I'm sure many of you listening have tried it as well. My friend, how are you?
It's a great day to be in Hoover, Alabama.
This is one of your favorite spots, right?
Richard, this is my favorite week of the year. If
Why?
you like baseball, this is where you need to be this week. You can watch some of the best college baseball. Well, not some of the best. You can watch the best college baseball in the United States right here at the Hoover Met in Hoover, Alabama this week.
How many years in a row is this for you over here?
Gee, Willikers. It's probably been 10, 15, probably close to 15 years.
And the motorhome, I don't know if you're the mayor of the motorhome lot or not, but certainly one of the cool things about this particular part of the SEC baseball tournament is how all of a sudden you have friends all over the Southeast, and they're all within 150 yards of where you're parked.
Exactly. You know, you walk through this park, and you got good state people here and good LSU people here, and all the other schools, and you know, we're all pulling for our respective team. But you know, when you come out here in the park, you eat a little boudin, you eat a little catfish, you know, enjoy each other's company and have a great time. It's a really, really, I've never seen anybody out here in this RV park ever really out of line. Now, I've seen a few that borderline, but not out of line.
Oh, but when are we eating fish, by the way?
I hope tomorrow night.
Okay.
I hope we're gonna have fried fish, catfish here at the.
And this will be your first time to ever cook fish, right?
No. I've done it before. I watched my good man, my uncle. He taught me how, so I think I've got it.
All right, I do want to back up to that. So you have Taylor Grocery. Before that, it was Dixie Creek, which was in town on West Jackson Avenue. That was my favorite place to eat plate lunches in college. And now it's, you know, Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night at Taylor. Tell me the catfish story.
Well, I grew up in a family that fished and hunted, and the men in our family cooked what they killed or caught.
Okay.
So I grew up around men that cooked, and as I went through my working career, I was doing a little catering on the side back in the day, and the opportunity came for me to get in the barbecue business up there at Dixie Creek, and I love to cook ribs, and I love to cook chicken, and I love to cook, you know, shoulders. So that was a natural progression.
Let me interrupt just for a second. The pecan pie at Dixie Creek, was that Miss Deb's doing?
That's actually my grandmother's pecan pie recipe.
Okay.
Yeah. And she, of course,
maybe the best. I'm not a huge pecans guy, but that was the best pecan pie I've ever eaten in my life.
Well,
with all respect to my late grandmother.
Yeah, well, I always thought it was too, and I love pecan pie. But she, you know, she kind of had the patent on pecan pie in our family, and so she was good enough to give me that recipe, and we still use it.
Okay.
And but you know, back to the cooking, the fish business. They had that old building was sitting down there in Taylor, and Mary Hudson was running it, and my friend Jerry Wilson had started that business in 1973, and I was born and raised there in that community. My wife and I both, and we were lucky enough to get a hold of that building, and the Lord has been good to us. It's afforded me a way to make a living doing something that I thoroughly enjoy.
And the people that come through the doors at Taylor Grocery,
it's really a blessing. I mean, it's unbelievable. You know,
from all over the world, right?
All over the world, and I'm not saying that in a bragging manner, but yeah, you just people just walk through the door and you get to talking to them, which I'll talk if somebody will talk back.
So I've heard.
You know, they of course they don't come to to the Oxford area just to eat catfish, but they come for something else, and people bring them there because it's really a unique kind of place because it's just real. It just is what it is, and if you like it, great. If you don't, you need to go somewhere else. But it's just to me, it's just Mississippi.
Lynn, you may think I'm crazy for this, but my guess is that I'm not the first person that's ever said this. So we go to Taylor pretty regularly on Sunday night. That's kind of our little family tradition. And, yeah, maybe a couple times a month, scattered throughout the year. But I'm almost disappointed if we walk up and sit down. Like sitting on the porch and waiting and kind of visiting with friends and maybe or maybe not having something to keep you refreshed while you're hanging out. That's kind of part of the beauty of it.
It really is. Now, there are some people that don't get it, and I understand that. But I encourage people to just chill, just take it easy, just take a few minutes, get off your phone and talk to the person sitting next to you, whether you know them or not. Just kind of connect. That's a huge part of it to me. I wish everybody got it, but regretfully, everybody doesn't get it.
Some people are hungry.
That's right.
Sometimes you're just hungry. Right. Visiting with Lynn Hewlett from Taylor Grocery. We've been at the SEC baseball tournament together for a number of years. And if you've never been to Taylor before, I would encourage you to check it out. One of the neat things about being in the state of Mississippi, we talk about this all the time on the show, because it is a relatively small state and because we marry other Mississippians, sometimes rooting allegiances in sports are fairly mixed. And you are an Ole Miss fan, and you've never hid that factor, but you're also, I know, a big fan of the state of Mississippi.
I'm a Mississippi fan. I want them to do well. I want them all to do well. Certainly, I want the Rebels to come out on top. But if they don't, I'm in. I can deal with it. I can handle it.
In years gone by, wasn't there a little bit of an experience for you down at Super Bulldog Weekend in Starkville, perhaps on the business end of a grill?
That was a great story. I had a one of these drug reps approached me about coming down and cooking barbecue at Super Bulldog Weekend, and so we went down and we cooked a whole hog. And they have a nice little barbecue contest there on that Saturday, and we were fortunate enough to win that thing. And I've cooked barbecue on the competition barbecue circuit for a number of years, and I had a room full of trophies, and I threw all the trophies in the gully except my Super Bulldog trophy. I kept it.
That's the one you kept.
That's the one I kept. That's the only one I kept out of all the ones we'd won over the years.
Hey, Dad, did you realize that Lynn was the grand champion of Super Bulldog Weekend? Whole hog. What was it? Just pulled pork?
No, it was whole hog. Yeah.
Gotcha. What year was that?
Oh, geez, I can't remember.
Well, he didn't know who you were at that point, and he might not have invited you anyway. Who knows?
I certainly would have invited him. I don't remember what year that was. We won the whole deal. I mean, we won the whatever the grand prize, whatever that was called.
Yeah, well, that's a cool story. You're a good friend. How did you describe yourself? A fish what?
A fishmonger and raconteur.
Can you spell raconteur?
No, I saw it in a man's obituary one time, and I thought it sounded good.
Did you even look up the meaning?
No, I don't even know what it means.
You want me to run it by you?
Yeah.
Yeah, this works. A person who tells anecdotes in a skillful and amusing way.
Well, I hope that's true.
A raconteur indeed.
I hope it's true.
Great to visit with you this afternoon, my friend.
It's so great to be here with y'all. And I encourage each and every one of y'all to get in your cars and drive over here. Watch a ball game or two.
Stay for a while.
Stay for a while, you bet.
And we might even give you a piece of fish if you come by.
If you come by tomorrow night, we'll give you one.
There you go. Lynn Hewlett from Taylor Grocery visiting with us as we broadcast live from Hoover at the SEC baseball tournament.